Welcome to Weekly Stock Picks. I got another AMC video for you guys today. If you don't know, I have a big position in AMC, and a lot of people ask me why I'm still holding the stock, which I talked about in my last video, as you can see on the screen here. So this is like a weekly update on what's going on with AMC. I've been continuously cost averaging down my price all the way down to where my cost basis is $7.20, I believe. I have incredible conviction on this stock, and I'm gonna let you know why in this video also. This is a very speculative play, and I'm gonna have one or two more videos out before Tuesday. Remember, the market's not open on Monday. I believe it's President's Day. So I should have at least one more video out by Tuesday. I have some other good picks I want to get to you guys before the week's up, but I wanted to make this a standalone video since there's a lot of information to cover. If you want to support the channel, make sure to always hit that subscribe button, like the video, and I have a Webull link in the description if you want to get some free stocks. I pretty much cut to the chase in my video, so let's go ahead and jump on it here. Look at the charts. As you can see, the lowest it's been is about $5.35. It showed strong resistance. It tried to test it and shot back up, and it hasn't seen that low for this week. This is the 5-day chart. It even spiked up to as high as $6.56, but it seems to be really strong around the $5.50 mark, which is where I bought the majority of my shares at. I feel like that's the bottom. It could drop to $5, but I wouldn't panic or anything like that unless it maybe broke the $5 resistance, and then I would just buy back in at $4.50 or $4. I can't imagine it drops lower than $4. But let's say you jumped in at, say, $16 or so. Like, there's really no reason why another dollar would scare you off. You're already so far in the hole, right? And again, like, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just me saying what I would do if I was in that situation. I would just hold, baby, you know? And a lot of people keep saying that the volume's not there, the volume's not there. But yeah, because everybody's holding the line strong, keeping the stock price level, you know, it's kind of consolidating even, getting ready for a breakout in my opinion. But hey, don't take my word for it. You have Vanguard, like the biggest mutual fund company out there, well respected, good track record, owns 7.6 million shares of AMC. BlackRock, constantly in like the top 5 companies as well, institutional ownership. This is an institutional ownership chart. BlackRock, 6.2 million. And if you look, Charles Schwab, I know Wells Fargo's on the list, Bank of New York, Morgan Stanley. There's literally 14 pages of institutional ownership here to look through. You have big money, wealth, people with actual wealth betting on the stock, not selling their shares, holding strong. I looked at the totals. It's over 11 million institutional ownership. So at the very least, if you hear some YouTubers calling you crazy for holding, or you hear these internet people calling you crazy, or on Twitter or forums, like, just know, like, there's big money holding the stocks. The 25 largest mutual funds, Vanguard, right? They have a lot of different ones, but they're huge, man. And like, maybe they know something we don't. Maybe they know we're about to squeeze the hell out of these hedge funds. There's tons of articles over the last 2 years, going back to 2 years. Should Amazon or Netflix acquire AMC? A lot of people think it's possible Amazon is going to acquire AMC, make it part of their Prime membership, or you get tickets. And, you know, a lot of these companies like to do everything, you know, they like to make the fishing boat, make the fishing line, make the fishing bait, you know, fishing pole repair. They like to do all aspects of the business to control the verticality of the business, to keep you on their platform, on their service. And last year, you know, AMC was like almost $1 billion in debt. So when you try to acquire AMC, you have to take on that debt. And maybe your shareholders won't like that, you know, even though it's like a drop in the bucket for Amazon. But in 2021, they were smart. Once the price shot up, they raised capital, and AMC is debt free right now. AMC is debt free. They can go nowhere but up. During the pandemic, they were struggling, they were scrambling, they were trying to learn how to survive like we all were in the pandemic. They renegotiated tons of their leases, and they got better deals across the board. And I think that they're more well equipped in 2021 to deal with the pandemic than they were last year. You know, a lot of us were kind of blindsided by everything. So they're more well equipped, and I feel like this is a really good bottom for the company. And it's almost like not a meme stock anymore. That part's over with. Now it's just a good investment. AMC Entertainment Holdings said it was no longer at risk of an imminent bankruptcy filing after assembling $917 million of fresh financing, continuing the fight to fend off the effects of COVID-19 on its theater business. All it's going to take is, one or two celebrities tweeting on it, another institutional buying, a few good articles, more rumors. I feel like it's just a bubble and it's ready to burst, explode to the moon. And even if it's not short squeeze territory anymore, I think you can easily see $10 in the next 2 weeks. And honestly, nobody can really give you accurate price targets because this is just a crazy time we're living in with social media affecting the stock price and, random catalysts just sending it to the moon. You might be like, yo, that sounds crazy, man. How are you going to think this is going to be a $20 stock? Movie theaters are dead. People do on demand, this and that. But so many companies are sandbagging their movies. They're not even going to release them because without the theaters, these movies don't even sell the numbers like they're supposed to. Just look at Cinemark. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. The nation's third biggest chain, AMC's the first biggest chain, is angling to move on AMC's turf under the cover of COVID-19 chaos. So they're number 3, AMC's number 1. Before they raised all this money and got out of debt, they were trying to sneak in on AMC and trying to take that number 1 spot. AMC racked up hundreds of millions of dollars in back rent since COVID-19 forced to shut down the cinemas this spring. And its smaller, Texas-based rival has recently signaled to the industry executives that it would like to take over many of the locations by default. Here's the financials between AMC and Cinemark. AMC had a revenue of $5.5 billion in 2019. That was before the pandemic. Cinemark had a revenue of $3.3 billion. So AMC's got $2 billion on this company. Obviously, they're bigger. They got more screens, more theaters, and they're debt-free. And they got the internet at their back, right? And yet, Cinemark Holdings is a $20 stock price. But I thought movie theaters can't be at $20 in 2021 through a pandemic. You can see in the last year, they were at $30. They dropped all the way down to, it looks like, probably during March. I guess you can see that it's possible for movie theaters to get it together, so to speak. And then they have all these rumors that they might get bought out. They're debt free. They renegotiated a lot of their leases. They understand how to deal with the current situation in the pandemic a little bit better. Another argument is that a lot of theaters are open and people are still not going. And obviously it's because they're still scared of the pandemic that's out. They're not ready to jump back in right now. They want to make sure they get the green light, make sure it's all clear before people get back into the theaters. And we're getting closer and closer, at least with the vaccines and all that going around. In addition, California is completely shut down, as far as I know. I live in California. New York's completely shut down. These are 2 of the biggest population states in our country, right? And they're the biggest movie theater chain in the United States as well. So some of their biggest moneymakers are not even out. I go to the mall all the time in California. I went there yesterday and it's popping. Everybody's eating outside, dining, obviously social distancing, buying gifts for Valentine's Day weekend. And people want to get out and be social. It's cool to watch movies at home with your friends and have people come over, but the social aspect of the movie theater, in my opinion, will never go away. It will never be probably what it once was before the digital age, but it's still going to be relevant, just like malls are still around. They haven't died yet. People still want that social connection, and that's what some people don't understand. Having the theaters open, make going to the movies a spectacle, make it a social thing, and I think these big movie companies need the theaters to basically push their product. It's the vessel of their product. You can see how terrible revenue these movies have made. If they release The Matrix 4, it's only going to make a fraction of what it would have made if, our country was open and people were going to the movies and all your friends go and you spend money on the popcorn and the snacks and all that stuff. Again, this is still a speculative play, even though I think it is a long-term investment play for me. Let me know what you guys are doing with the stock in the description below. If you're interested, if you might want to get interested, we're at the bottom right now. It's like $5.50 roughly. this would be a good time to get in on Tuesday. If this is too risky for your blood, again, I'm going to have 1 to 2 more videos out before the market opens on Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. I might just duo them in one video just to make sure I get all the information out there. I also do more stock picks in our Discord channel. You can check down below for the link. You have to be a Twitch sub to join, but I just kind of post them in there when the week starts, and we kind of talk about everything of how everything's transpiring, and we drop memes as well. So good luck in the markets next week, and I hope this video gave you guys some value. Peace out.